Hello everyone, it's Tanesha Morris here again with another classic black cinema pick, and I have my friend,
it's me again, Whitney.
Whitney in the building, and our classic black cinema pick this week.
Do a dance for it. Do a dance for it.
It is drum roll.
You want to be my girl?
Love and Basketball. I had to build up the suspense because y'all wasn't even ready.
Love and Basketball.
It's Love and
Man,
Basketball.
how many times have I seen this film? As a child, I stopped counting at 169 times as a child. Okay, yeah. We didn't get to see it in theaters, but Blockbuster was one.
Man, what?
Blockbuster, and I remember us just rewinding the movie and watching it over and over and over again. Yeah. So let's talk about this film. We have the main characters, Q and Monica.
Yes.
Basketball players. They meet at a young age, and they basically fall in love.
Pretty much. I'm pretty sure it was like love instantly.
Yeah. Yeah. And why is this a classic black cinema film for you, Whitney?
For me, it's a classic black cinema film because this is, I literally think that this is the moment that I became a hopeless romantic. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And like, I know you told your story of childhood and how many times you watched it. Like, it was so intense for me. I would watch this film multiple times a week. It got to the point where my mom had to hide it because she thought I was watching it too much and that it was unhealthy.
Wow.
But, yeah, so I don't know. I stopped counting in childhood too because she hit it. And that film is still, like, it's still hidden. Like, she hit it so good that she still to this day don't want me to come over there and be able to find it. But don't worry, because I've seen it since then. So you can't stop my shine. I'm still gonna get it in.
Can't stop. I have it on VHS still. Like, I bought it.
Oh, that's a classic.
On VHS. And again, this film is about two people who fall in love.
Who you going to the dance with anyway? Spalding?
Who's Spalding?
See?
Stupid.
If I stayed, I wouldn't be starting.
Well, at least you got your priorities straight.
I never asked you to choose.
So you messed around to prove a point?
What'd I just say? Yo, you got your head so far up your ass, it took a cheap day for you to notice me.
What cute man, did I forget to kiss your ass like everybody else?
You forgot to be there.
That night you wanted to talk about your dad. I had curfew. What was I supposed to do?
Stay.
If I stayed, I wouldn't be starting.
Or at least you got your priorities straight.
I never asked you to choose.
You never have to.
Wait to the point where he says, you forgot to be there.
You forgot to be there.
Because that felt like a dagger to me. Because she wasn't there. She wasn't there. And that is,
but she had curfew.
Yeah, I don't blame her. And that's another reason for me why it's classic, because I feel like this film has been able to grow up with me. Watching it whenever I was a kid, I don't watch it in the same way as I watch it now, because now I understand emotions, that people are complicated, and feelings and this, and also aspirations, you know, for career versus, you know, love and stuff like that, and the intersections of how those things kind of like can minimize something in a particular time. So for me, that's another thing that I've really enjoyed getting to rewatch as I've gotten older. And it felt like, even though now you watch it and you see where he might have been wrong sometimes, where she might have been wrong sometimes, I still think that they have a full circle relationship, especially given that at the end of the day, the thing that connected them first before they realized the feelings that they had for each other was basketball and the drive to be great at that particular thing. So it's just like being able to rewatch it and see Monica's whole journey with the first thing that she probably ever loved, you know, and how she lost that love for it, realizing that at a certain time basketball and Q no longer were singular entities. They kind of, in a way, bless you. Well, see, that's not a symptom. That's not a symptom.
That's not a symptom?
That's not a symptom.
Okay.
Now, if you would have let her, then I would have to throw you in that dumpster over there and tell the people, like, spray some Lysol on you. But yeah, the fact that those two things just, for both of them, just weaved together and became one. It's just at a certain point, they couldn't love basketball and not love, you know, their counterpart, or, you know, on the flip side, they couldn't love their counterpart and not love basketball.
Right.
Which I feel like was probably part of the weird reason, you know, for Q, like, once he got injured and everything, it's just like, you know,
he had to figure out what's left.
Yeah.
What else do I have besides basketball? You know, my father let me down.
Yeah.
And what else? Who was there for me? And it was Monica.
Yeah.
So I love this film. I've seen it a million times. Like, everybody in my family knows I love this film.
Man, what?
Like you, it's not even embarrassing, because it gives you all the feels. Man.
It gives you all the feels.
It gives you all the feels. And it was written by Gina Prince-Bythewood.
We love Gina Prince.
Love her.
Got
a chance to meet her.
Did you really? You meet all the good people, man. You meet all the good people.
It's great.
So, also, let's just talk about the whole, like, 90s aesthetic, like the whole vibe, because for me, that was another thing. Like, that was also another film where I was first kind of introduced into the intersection of, like, culture meets basketball. As far as, like, the looks, I feel like that was one of the first times where I saw the swaggy cuts, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The little number chains, you know, and it was just a vibe. I remember when they went to the dance, you know, he had a boo 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 boo, his little silk shirt, like he was about to you heard me,
man, and the dress and all of that, even the hairstyles, like the female, the ladies' hairstyles, just classic. The music though, the soundtrack.
The music, I'm telling you, let me. Don't do it. I knew you was gonna do it. Don't make me start crying on film. I just bust out with that randomly sometimes because it gets down in your soul. Because he didn't have to do that like that. But there's just so many good elements, like the storyline, which is really like some love fairy tale stuff, and then of course the basketball. So many basketball scenes, which for me, being a former basketball player in high school and college, I love that. I just love the fact that Monica just on screen was the beast that she was. Like, she wasn't patting the basketball, she was out there, she was
getting it,
doing it to people.
The actress that played Monica, Sanaa Lathan, she said she hadn't picked up a basketball since. She said she hated basketball.
Oh wow.
And you couldn't even tell. That's how well, like, she acted out that part.
Yeah.
You couldn't even tell. She just did a phenomenal job. Her and Q, who was played by Omar Epps, you know, their chemistry on the screen.
And y'all not gonna talk about Omar Epps. Let's get this straight. Because I've been seeing some things on the line that I have not liked. Y'all not gonna talk about him.
Omar Epps, but they were dating at the time too. We found out.
That's what
they were secretly dating at the time when they shot this film. So it kind of makes sense that, you know, they had that type of chemistry that made you feel something, because you're like, oh, wait a minute, that feels real.
Right, that's the one. That's what they did. See, that's what they did to really get into character. Right.
So that's our classic black cinema pick this week. I hope you guys enjoy it. A classic black cinema pick, Loving Basketball, written by Gina Prince-Bythewood, directed by her as well. And yeah, check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah, see you next time.
And if you've checked it out already, check it out 2, 3, 4 more times.
They're gonna want to watch it again.
You need to watch it again.
Seriously,
don't take our word for it.
You can't just watch Loving Basketball.
It's like a Pringle. Pringles didn't sponsor this though.
I bet you just can't eat one. Isn't that the Lay's potato chips?
Once you pop, you just can't stop. Because once you pop it in your DVD player, you ain't gonna stop popping it in there.
Yeah. Ba-dum-bum.